자, 일단 저는 화장실 좀 갔다 올게요. 로딩 하는 동안.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
자, 시작하자. 자, 일단 매호에도 왔는데 조용하지. 그럼 아무도 없고. 야, 진짜 아무도 없네. 둥지? 둥지 어디? 둥지가 있다고 여기? 왜 이래? 왜 안 가져?
What? No. Go away.
자, 그렇게 자고 있으면 난 땡큐지. 안 일어나네? 야, 소리가 이렇게 크게 나는데도 안 일어나네? 난 땡큐지.
I still Maddie. I can't stand it anymore. What? No. Go away. Lord, please end this. Please. No more suffering.
What's that?
어이. 사람 있었어? 깜짝아. 사람 있었네. 야, 들킬 뻔했다.
Lord, what are you punishing me for?
어우, 48그릇이야. 달달하고.
Sweet Mother of God.
스트로우? 이거 왜 말이 안 걸리지?
What's the matter, laddie? Need to shit?
야, 사람이 진짜 한 명도 없네. 말 걸 수 있는 사람 없나? 여기 있다. 감시병.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's happened here?
Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by them brigands, barely come out of that alive. And now, the plague.
Plague, you say?
Indeed so. Something's up with the village. Even the livestock are dying. It's a gruesome sight.
I heard the bandits didn't get very far here, though.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one. He's tied up now at Melikar's place. But then, the disease came.
Who attacked you?
I don't know. Some bandits. Ever since Skullets was raised, they've been marauding the whole province.
Did you put up a fight?
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shouting to the hills, he handed everyone a pitchfork or a flail, and we ambushed the bastards.
Good on you. How did it turn out?
We gave them what for until they turned tail and ran. But they cut up young Straw something awful. He didn't live to see morning.
Who are Melikar and Straw?
That's right, you're not from around here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was down to Smill from the Neuhoff stud. But they killed him that time they raided the place. And young Straw is the son of Andrew, a local woodcutter. Or was, I should say. The bandits saw to that. His old man isn't taking it well.
Where will I find Melikar?
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
Tell me more about this plague. It sounds terrible.
Worse than you can imagine. The whole stud, livestock, sheep, chickens, all dead or dying. No doubt the people will be next. Melikar's old woman's taken to her bed, and it doesn't look good. Straw's wife and brother. More and more.
I'm sorry to hear it. I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a stable hand at the stud farm.
Matthias. The brigands got him, poor lad. He's lying wounded at the stud.
Thanks. That'll be all for now. I need to talk to that captive.
Sorry, no one's allowed inside. Melikar's orders.
But I'm Sir Radzig Cobbler's envoy, and I urgently need to question the captive.
I don't care if you're the Pope's envoy. I can't let you in. If you want to talk to the captive, you have to get permission from Melikar. Good luck to you.
아무도 없지? 아까 들었던 집 아닌가? 그치. 마을 사람.
Go away. Leave me alone.
아, 치즈는 못 참지. 멜리카.
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Saradze Kobala. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Saradzig won't help us with that. Any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here now, and I can help you.
Well, since you serve Saradzig, you might be of some use. If anyone can be.
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
아, 어떻게 해야 되지? 괜히 또 이거
It might have crossed your mind to...
People are barely venturing outside their own home. And besides, you're the envoy of Saradzig.
소원.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Take care now.
자, 요한카. 마티아스. 아, 저거 열고 싶은데 멜리카가 멀쩡해가지고. 자, 일단 싸사오는 무조건 가야 될 것 같고 지금 이제 먼 길이 될 것 같은데. 어려운. 자, 마티아스 찾아보자. 이거 어디 있더라?
My respects to you.
What's happened? Thanks.
God be with you. You've no business here. Clear off.
말상이. 뭐 죽은 것처럼 이렇게 눈을 뜨고 있냐? 무섭게. 여씨.
Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into his garrison.
Hal the blacksmith's boy in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it? My luck hasn't been so good.
Well, every man has to put his shoulder to the wheel. It's times like this that sort the grain out from the chaff.
Very stirring. Maybe you could give us all a sermon in church tomorrow. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Oh, damn! Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melikar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melikar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melikar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to Sir Radzig's envoy. Me.
I doubt Melikar will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this plague. God knows what they'll do.
I hear one of the... About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid. The horses were lying down in the stable, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Vurba. although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much. But I know Melekar and Straw have sick ones at home.
Can I ask you a bit about Merhoyed?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about Old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
That's normal to grieve, though.
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
Where can I find this Straw?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
What's Melekar like?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melekar.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
What's
I
know. Since when does...
What can we do?
Where does Melekar live?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Melekar lives in the left-hand one.
자, 대화 마치고 그리고 자, 마티아스 찾았고 다음 포로를 신문하시오. 내가 여기서 문을 따고 들어가가지고 그냥 신문해버리면 어떻게 되는 거지? 아, 저는 어차피 끌고 와야 되는데. 일단 잘 곳을 찾아보자. 잘 곳이 나를 위한 침대가 하나는 있겠지. 아, 너 왜 이렇게 피곤하지? 요즘 너무 무리를 했더니 야 이게 졸리네 벌써. C는 뭐야? 질병에 대해 조사하시오. 질병에 대해 조사하시오. 누구냐? 누굴 조사했냐?
For my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife. You bastard.
Calm down, Straw.
You're telling me to calm down? Why the fuck should I be calm?
Because if you don't calm
실패.
down, I'll make you regret it.
Oh, now we're talking. Come on then, you bastard! Come on!
왜 그래 갑자기 너? 왜 그래? 이름 죽기 봐라. 하나건 알겠는데. 하나건 알겠는데. 그러면 안 되지. 어쭈. 이거 안 되겠네. 혼나야겠다, 너 좀. 나 힘 만땅이거든, 거의. 좀 혼나봐야겠어? 혼나봐야겠어? 코가 깨져 봐야겠냐고. 어? 임마. 덤비지 말았어야지. 혼나라고. 죽은 거 아니지? 너 죽은 거 아니지? 기절이지, 기절.
What the fuck? You... Help!
어.
Arrest that thief!
아.
Thief!
아니, 야. 나 말 건 건데, 그냥. 망했네. 아까 들어왔던 집 아닌가? 그치. 아, 이 스트로운의 집이었어?
You there, stop! Surrender!
아, 나.
You were seen? Well,
Enough.
성공.
but I was just...
그렇지.
Can't stand it anymore.
아, 그치. 아까 스트로한테 말이 안 걸어줬지? 어디로 가야 되지? 나 C구역.
Baby.
삐졌다. 그러게 막 덤비지 말았어야지. 여기서 좀 자자. 다행이다. 웬일로? 몽이뼈 발증 안 했어. 그래, 이제 그만 훔치자. 야, 음식 좀 그만 훔쳐야겠다. 여기 사는 사람들이 야, 뭐 먹고 살아. 헤드리시카?
Who are you?
Can't you see we have the plague
역병
cross on the door?
십자가. 아,
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery to get help.
It's long past time. The Lord's already taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
안토니.
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
Tell me first. I need to go around other infected houses too. But then I'll be back and I'll help you.
Thank you. But please do come back. I can't do it alone. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with
Oh.
rocks. He was
배가 아프다.
writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
지금 도와주시고.
Christ, such a senseless waste.
자, 땅을 파라고? 자, 무덤을 파시오. H죠. 샀죠. 이쪽인가? 여기지. 내가 삽이 없을걸? 삽을, 아, 샀나 내가 또 하나? 그럼 팔 수 있지. 그치, 이걸 돈 주고 샀지? 나 완전 호구야, 호구. 아니, 삽을 돈 주고 사. 세상에. 다니엘.
Brother, dearest brother, is that you?
No, I'm not your brother.
Then go away. I want my brother. Brother, my brother, where are you? Good luck to you.
아이고. 소개해야 되나 이거?
Shit! Son off! Make haste! We're getting snowed under.
이게 뭐하는 집이야? 아, 야채 가게. 식료품점인데 뭐 하나도 없네.
Brother? Oh, yeah.
해볼까?
Brother,
Yes, it's me.
everyone is nearly here. We need to...
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes! Brother!
어,
Lock the door!
들켰어.
They're back again.
들켰어.
God, no!
Brother, don't you
어,
recognize me?
성공?
It's me. Your brother. I was gone for a long time. I've come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes, yes, I remember. Give me a drink of water, brother. I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell. I can drink a pitcher of water and right away I'm parched again. Take care now.
지금 물을 마시면 안 될 텐데. 얘는 물을 안 마셔서 멀쩡하다. 요걸 알려주고 싶은 건가? 여기도 사람 있고.
For what?
자, 다음 집. 어우. 아우, 지지.
is this
It's done.
Thank you. Now please take him there. Oh, Lord.
예? 아, 국어. 와, 스태미나 따는 거 봐. 빡죽 따네. 오. 내가 어디다 팠지? 여기다 팠지? 여기다.
Merciful God, grant his soul eternal rest. Anthony, my beloved Anthony.
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
Anthony, my beloved.
야, 아무리 내가 소매치기 레벨을 올려야 된다 그래도 과부의 주머니를 털긴 좀 그렇다야. 하지만 얘는 좀 훔쳐가야지. 오, 야, 왜 멈춰 갑자기? 깜짝아, 왜 멈춰? 들킨 줄 알았어. 깜짝아. 한 번 더. 아, 좋아. 널 똥강아지 밥 먹자. 얘 어디 갔어?
To me.
Look what?
이제 소세지.
To me.
네, 이 집은 방금 끝났고, 요 집도 다니엘 만났고, 이 집이었지? 다음 요 집? 여기 아까 갔었나? 조사하기.
Fever. Just like Melichar's wife.
아까 왔던 곳이지. 스트로.
Leave me be, all of you.
야건 완전히 이제 타겟 나빠졌고.
Look, you.
Go away. Leave me alone.
빈센트?
Jesus, man, what are you doing here? Can't you see the plague cross on the door?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
God bless you, boy. It's about time.
I need to know exactly what you're suffering from.
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too. I recall almost nothing of yesterday. I was raving for most of it.
Is there anything else? Apart from the fever?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me. I can't keep anything in. I'm completely worn out. My wife's the same.
You have my thanks. I'll try to bring help.
Wait a minute, will you? I have one favor to ask.
So tell me.
I need to write my will.
아, 유언장.
Can you write?
미안.
Sorry,
문맹이야.
I can't write.
Well, if you say so. Hurry. May God help us. Otherwise we're doomed.
마마. 아유. 자, 이제 일단 조사는 끝낸 것 같고 메호예드 수도원을 가야 되거든. 자, 긴 여행이 될 것 같아요. 자, 서쪽으로 나가서 길을 따라 쭉 내려가면 오케이. 서쪽이 어디야? 서쪽이 어디야?
야,
저기가 서쪽이지.
야.
자, 길을 따라 쭉 가면 돼. 남쪽으로.
야.
난 여기 있는 거지, 여기. 십자가. 쭉 내려가면 돼. 나 근데 여기 한번 온 적 있니? 아, 요거 때문에 왔었지, 여기 때문에. 그렇지. 어우, 뭐야, 저거. 왜 이렇게.
야.
불난 거 아니야, 저거? 뭐야? 야, 불났다, 여기. 어? 뭐야, 이거? 불난 거야, 뭐야? 야, 도적인가? 도적이야? 그치? 살짝 보고 오자. 이건 스칼리츠 서포트거든? 그치, 경비병. 뭐야 이게? 이게 무슨 일이야? 어? 뭐야? 나 이런 거 처음 보는데? 1회차 때 나 이런 거 본 적이 없어. 이거 시체를 다 모아다가 태운 건가? 지금? 아니 여기 보면 경비병도 죽어 있잖아. 야 이거 뭐냐? 나 모르겠다 이거. 대화도 안 돼. 말을 걸 수가 없어. 아 저게 뭐 하는 건물이었지? 왜 불이 난 거야 갑자기? 사람들 엄청 많이 죽어 있고.
야.
자, 또 사당 하나 발견. 여기.
야. 야.
타모캐시.
야.
Jesus Christ.
How are things here?
Our blacksmith has been feeling low, except maybe my farewell.
토너먼트
There.
DLC
Answer me.
퀘스트지 이게?
God watch over you. Take care.
Good day to you.
What's the matter?
It's the torn.
Why would the tourney upset you?
It brings back sad memories about my son Svartabrook. God rest him. He always loved sword fighting. Even when he was just a lad, he used to duel with his mates with sticks. And for years he saved every groschen he got so as he could buy a real weapon. Wasn't long before he had the hang of all sorts of fancy strikes and feints. So when he heard Sir Hanush was holding tourneys for common folk, he was first in line to enroll.
I see. And he got hurt in the arena?
Oh, heavens no. Sir Hanush set the rules in such a way that nobody would suffer more than a bruise or two, and he makes damn sure the rules are obeyed.
Did your son ever win the tourney?
Oh, aye, more than once. Svartapluk wasn't the strongest, but he was agile as a weasel, and he put his heart and soul into it.
So what happened to him then?
Well, this fella by the name of Peter enrolled. They called him Black Peter on account of the colour he wore. He beat all comers. No man could match him. Only Svartalfluk was determined to take him, so he started training all the hours God gave. He even started going to Captain Bernard for lessons. And in the last tourney, he got the better of Black Peter in the end and won the prize. Only he never came home that day. I figured he was having a drink in Rattay to celebrate his victory. But he didn't even turn up in the morning, and I started getting worried. I was just on my way to look for him when some merchants came by. They found my boy by the road just past Rattay. He was still alive, but he was burning up and shaking like a leaf. I sent for the sawbones right away. But before the day was out, I had to send for the priest.
Do you think it was this Black Peter who killed him?
It was the first thing crossed my mind. Aye. But there's no proof. It could have been anyone, I suppose.
이게 1회차 때 내가 좀 뭔가 험하게 끝났거든? 이 스토리가. 해볼까 이번 2회차 때?
Do you know anything about this Black Peter?
Oh, not much. I asked around, but nobody knew nothing much about him. Except he was a stuck-up bastard. He always just turned up for the tourney, took his prize and vanished.
Did Svartalfluk have any wounds?
Only a couple of scratches and bruises from the tourney. Nothing that would kill a man. Not even the sawbones could figure out what done him in.
Look, I'll try and find out what happened to your boy. I can't promise anything, but if I turn anything up, I'll let you know.
Oh, thank you. I swear to Almighty God I won't let you go unrewarded.
Take care now.
뭐야? 잠깐만. 장바구니가 왜 비었지? 이렇게? 그치? 아, 아직도 이게 복잡해.
I'd like to discuss
메뉴 창이.
Well, we can try.
Are we agreed?
Let. Aye.
자, 이제 싸사오가 또 서쪽으로 나가서 여기 아니잖아. 스노우패쉬. 자, 서쪽으로 나가서 일단 쭉 남쪽으로. 얘는 뭐야? 행정관. 왜 여기 여기서 있지? 이건 소매치기 해달라고 지금 얘기하는 것 같은데? 왜 이런 데 서 있는 거야? 이건 그냥 지나칠 수가 없지. 다 훔쳐줘야지.
Anyone else
Oh,
comes to me,
뻔했다.
I'll pretend to be deaf and dumb.
위험했다.
Yeah.
자, 여기서 왼쪽.
Yeah.
아, 싸들 도착. 조심 조심.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Not right now. Matthias sent me.
Matthias? My god, did something happen?
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh god. How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka. Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Intriguing? It's terrifying.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound uncaring.
All right. The important thing is whether you can help us.
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. Sorry, I mean to say it's most unusual. Do you know the symptoms?
Please, help me.
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
No, I can't.
Never mind. But do tell me what
기다리라고?
they're suffering from, and I'll read up on it myself.
They all have a fever.
That's to be
열.
Coughing.
a cough.
기침은 안 하지 않나? 복통.
One complaint.
발진.
A rash.
발진 있어. 아니 잠깐만 이거 내가 잘못 알려줬는데. 발진? 발진도 있었지. 아 나 이거 잘못 알려줬다.
That's it.
Right. Stay until tomorrow.
기침은 없었어 사실. 그치?
Until tomorrow.
Well, they'll.
아이고 잘못 알려줬다 야.
May the Lord watch over you.
나 한숨 자야지.
Can't sleep again.
God be with you.
하루 기다려보자 하루. 아 그동안 서브캐롤 좀 할까? 자 오늘 여기까지 하자. 예, 오늘 좀 일찍 마무리할게요. 이게 메어헤드 스토리 끝내고 싶은데 아 오늘 내가 못 버티겠다. 맨날 밤샜더니 조금 한계 갔어. 오늘 좀 일찍 마무리하고 내일 대신 좀 일찍 시작해서 킹덤컴도 좀 많이 진행하는 걸로 그렇게 할게요. 자 오늘 이렇게 늦은 시간까지 함께 해주셔서 감사드리고요. 확실히 런트를 깨고 나니까 스무스하게 진행할 수 있을 것 같아. 최대한 좀 빠르게 진행해볼게요 내일부터. 자 다들 좋은 밤 되시고요. 전 이만 물러가 볼게요. 다들 주무실 때 좋은 꿈 꾸시고요. 내일 다시 만나요. 다들 그러면 굿나잇 잘 자요. 바이바이.